Good evening and welcome to the Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Puget Sound Big Impact event. I'm so honored to be here with all of you to support such an amazing organization and some fantastic kids, mentors, and families. My name is Keisha Garrison, and I am an event MC and a public speaker who focuses on self-love, self-discovery, and issues that impact Black women. But tonight, I'll be your guide welcoming you to this incredible experience we're going to share tonight. So I'm coming to you live from the amazing Wow Gallery, right in Pacific Place in the heart of downtown Seattle. Now, wherever it is that you are dialing in from, we feel you here with us in spirit. We have all come together to support a mission that's driven by the belief that we are going to bring love and light and not let the challenges of the past several years impact our kids any further than they already have. At the center of Big Brothers Big Sisters Puget Sound's mission is the belief that caring volunteers can make a difference in the lives of children, one moment, one person at a time. So if you are already involved with the organization, I want to say thank you. You are making such a meaningful investment in our community. And if you already are not involved, I hope that tonight you feel inspired to make a gift, volunteer, bring your community to the table, bring your companies to the table. Just do what you need to do to be the change you want to see in the world. Now, I imagine that many of you watching can think of at least one person who's made a difference in your life. So perhaps find the chat window and share with us about someone who, through their sacrifices, through their investment in you, have made a difference in your life. And that same chat window is where you'll find important links and information throughout the event. We'll have some folks there if you have any questions at all right? So, what's in store for you tonight? We're going to have some really great speeches by board members. We'll hear from our new CEO, Alonda Williams, and we're going to share some of the amazing artwork that happens from the amazing visionaries that created this space, Hiawatha D and Veronica Very. My favorite thing, though, is we're going to hear from some of the young people who participate in Big Brothers Big Sisters programs. But first, let me just show you really quickly around this space so we can get you right to the live program. This Wow Gallery is an 11,000 square foot healing and art space. There's rooms like the Black Love Lounge here, where there are many events like healing circles, music events. Lots of times community gathers here to have important conversations in a safe space. And the walls of the Wow Gallery are adorned with artwork that pays homage to revolutionary women of our past and our present, like Congresswoman Maxine Waters. We have Stacey Abrams here. The walls of this gallery are filled with women who've made a difference and are continuing to make a difference. The type of inspiration that we are excited to have our young people see. So, I'll show you around the gallery a little bit more later on. But for now, just get ready for an amazing evening where you're hearing the stories of our community. Over to you to stay tuned for the live show.
to the Big Impact at the WOW Gallery. Also, welcome to everyone online. To get started, I want to tell one of my favorite knock-knock jokes. Knock knock. Who? Are you guys an owl? I'm excited for you to hear more about Big Brothers Big Sisters of Puget Sound. I have known my big sister Nalani for almost 1 year. We will get to share more with you a bit later. Now I want to welcome to the stage Big Brothers Big Sisters Big Sisters board member Gina Williams.
Thank you. Good evening. Welcome to the Big Impact presented by the Seattle Times. Isn't our little who just opened the show amazing? It is good to see so many new and familiar faces. Is tonight's anyone's first Big Brother, Big Sister of Puget Sound event? Oh, quite a few. We're so glad you're here. Thank you for coming. Isn't this a glorious gallery? Thank you, WOW, for providing this beautiful and inspiring space. Yes. Tonight, we are here to invest in the lives of youth in our community. The events of the past 2 years have tested us, prepared us, pushed us, stretched us, and through all the challenges, we have come out stronger. Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Puget Sound ignites the power and promise of children and youth through professionally supported one-to-one relationships. Your support is changing lives of mentors, youth, and their families. It truly is an honor to be here in a room full of incredible people and the companies you represent. If you are a mentor or have been a mentor, please raise your hand. That's incredible. Thank you for your time and your talent. Tonight's sponsors, like all of you, believe strongly in the value of community partnership and recognize the power of positive one-to-one mentoring. Not only because of the financial support they provide, but because they serve as a tangible example of giving back. A big thank you to tonight's presenting sponsor, the Seattle Times. And to $71 and change. Columbia Bank. Committee for Children. Lockton Companies. The Mitchell family. Starbucks. Thank you. Thank you for joining me in thanking them for their support and their ongoing and Hiawatha D for generously donating artwork in support of this fundraiser. Tonight, I would like to highlight why women mentoring girls is so important. Female mentorship helps girls gain access to opportunities, cultivates their confidence in often still male-dominated business environments, and is proving to be a key strategy to help close the gender gap in leadership positions. One of the top reasons women do not believes in the power of mentoring and is leading the way by inspiring the next generation of mentors and future voices. It is my pleasure to introduce the new president and CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Puget Sound, Alonda Williams.
Oh man, so exciting. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm so excited to be in this role, and I'm so excited to be here today. This is an amazing gallery, and I mean, Wonder of Women. I couldn't think of a more fitting place to be on this last day of Women's History Month. So I'm so excited to be here making history with all of you. So I am just thrilled to be here. As many of you know, Big Brothers Big Sisters has been in the Puget Sound for over 60 years. And in that time, we've made thousands of matches, connected tons of young people with caring mentors, and they've had such a big impact on their life. This is important work, and the impact is huge. Imagine a world where young people can do and be whatever they wanted. Imagine for a minute if barriers like loneliness, racism, violence, crime didn't impact someone's potential. Imagine if kids had access to everything that they needed to be successful, and where their zip code or their environment didn't impact or limit their possibilities. At Big Brothers Big Sisters, we don't have to imagine. Our reality is that through our unique mentoring programs and strong network of volunteers and donors like you, we're actually making a difference in helping to increase possibilities and to deliver life-changing outcomes. We're building strong communities of allies, strong communities where community members like all of us can stand side by side with parents and kids. We can help fill the gaps created by systemic inequities so that kids can be and do whatever they dream. These relationships are so important, and they support the critical social and emotional development that is so key to the mental health concerns and well-being of young people. Our charge is to change lives for the better forever, and that's what we aim to do every day. Our mission is near and dear to my heart. I've been a big to a wonderful little girl, and I've benefited myself from mentorship. My mentors helped me understand that I was not a product of my environment, and I didn't have to succumb to the things that I saw around me. She helped me to see my strengths. She helped me to see that I had a lot of talent and things that I could contribute, and that was so key for me. So when it was my turn to be a big, I was able to pay that forward. I was able to help my little see that she too didn't have to be a product of her environment. And I checked on her recently, and she's doing great. She graduated college, and she's doing wonderfully. What I love most about the work that we do is that mentorship, believe it or not, is an evidence-based, proven method for helping young people overcome some of the challenges. There's so many great examples of how mentorship can play a role in someone's success. We have a lot of data at Big Brothers Big Sisters of Puget Sound, and when I joined the organization, I was blown away. We see improvements in graduation rates. We see improvements in mental health and depressive symptoms. We see improvement in social skills and confidence. So it really, really makes a difference. But to continue with that success, we need your support. We need support of caring people like you to not only support financially like you're doing tonight by being here, but also to support by becoming a mentor. We're always looking for people to help us and help young people. It's critical that we come together and we create more allies in the community. After all, these young people, I mean, you saw, when you saw Chloe, she's gonna be my boss one day. We know, like these, these young people, they are going to change the world. And I have no doubt that we are gonna be in great shape. Company, or you could share the word about becoming a mentor. There's so many ways to get involved. I just want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here, making time for our first big event of 2022. It has been so amazing getting to know so many of you as I've sort of learned, done my listening sessions and spoken to so many donors and bigs. It's been really amazing. We're forever grateful for your support. I also want to take a moment to extend a special to the staff of, because they're the magic. They're the ones. And if you see them tonight, give them a special shout out, because the work that they do is really what we're all about. I also like to give a special shout out to our board members. We have so many board members here, and you guys, you're just so invaluable to the success of this organization. So thank you. And then finally, I just want to give a shout out to the committee that helped to put this event together. I mean, my goodness, right? And now we're going to have a very special moment. So Veronica Very is the visionary behind the WOW Gallery, and she's just such a special individual. And she's married to Hiawatha D, who is the artist, and he created all of the art that you see here. So we had a conversation a couple of months ago, and we had Hiawatha come on to a phone call, a Zoom call with our staff. And we had our staff tell him all about the work that we do. They gave him some words. He took those words, he took the great work that we do, the impact that mentoring makes, and he's been a mentor himself, so he also talked about that. And he created something that is going to be unveiled tonight. So, Hiawatha, and we're actually going to take a little walk over to the Veronica will guide, and we'll take a walk and see this amazing work. Thank you so much.
We did it. Alonda, girl, we did it. Hello, everyone. Welcome home. So one of the things that I try to make sure everyone knows who crosses the threshold of WOW Gallery is that once you cross that threshold, you are crossing a threshold into home. So welcome home. I want you to give this new president and CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters a great big round of applause. And she deserves it, because she has come into this space and place. And I actually got a chance to talk to one of the committee members who was on the committee that actually hired my sister, and I let that sister know. I said, you did a good job. Because I know her heart, right? One of the things that we need to understand in this here work of nonprofit work is that you have to have a heart, you have to have passion, you have to be serious, you have to be and why investment is critical and important for this here work. Because I need you to know that you are sitting on the corner of 6th and Olive. Before I introduce the man, this artist, I need you to know that you're on the corner of 6th and Olive, where there was tear gas and glass, where he and I, my co-creator, have made a commitment to protest differently. We have chosen in this space, in your home space, this is our space. We have chosen to protest in the context of love, of light, of liberation, and of legacy, which is in direct alignment to the Big Brothers, Big Sisters mission, to ensure that as you're traveling through your journey, that you have somebody to help to guide you, strengthen you, forward you, motivate, inspire, and encourage you. All of us need it. All of us need it. All of us in this room can think of that one moment when we needed somebody to lift up our head, lift up our chin, give us motivation and encouragement that it's going to be better. You just keep on keeping on. The littles needed a big, right? And bigs need littles. Am I telling the truth? Bigs need littles. So what I want to say, I wanted to kind of set the tone. History making Black women, ancestors, elders, and queens, who, if you take a look at the record, you will see that Black women like your leader, Miss Alonda Williams, have come in and have on a repeated basis shown up for our nation, shown up for our lives, in the midst of being discounted, in the midst of being ignored. Black women continue to show up, y'all. That's why the title of the exhibition is Dear Sister, I See You. I see you. I see you. And so it is in that context that I need you to know that there was a man that I hired. In 2014, I got a vision when I was in South Africa in the context of this space. Like, we're standing in the energy of our ancestors, red, yellow, black, or white. And what I invite you in your home, in your space to see is yourself. Because if you don't see yourself in this space, then you won't be able to see me. He paints his pieces without space features and without limbs. And that essentially is extending to you an invitation for you to see yourself. If you don't see yourself in this space, you can't see me. And if you don't see me, we can't be we. And while he's playing, I want to share with you that this brother that I hired in 26, every single one of these pieces in this space. Give him a hand. He told me he'd been painting Black folks for a long time. And I asked him, I said, have you ever painted a collection? He said, I book all the time. And have you ever painted a collection that pays homage to Black women? Y'all, you're standing in history. That's the point I'm trying to make. As we're talking about big brothers, big sisters, we're talking about what are we leaving? What yellow brick road are we leaving for the big futures that are coming behind us? That's what I've paid witness to, this man, this amazing artist among us. That's what he's painted for you to see, for you to experience, and for you to invest your money in, because what that means is it makes opportunity for those who are coming to see a big future. Please meet us over in the Love Gallery, where Medarius Dixon is playing Mother, Mother. Come on. There's too many of you crying. All right, babe, I'm going to need you to go out that door over there. Let's go to the Love Gallery. Thank you. Come on. It's not talking. Hello? Testing, testing. Come on in the room. It's not, it needs to be louder. You have a mic? Oh.
Test.
You guys come in. Come in a little bit. Just make room for everybody for this big moment. You guys make room for everybody for this big moment. I had something to stand on. Oh. Okay, everyone.
Testing.
It might work. Pull it over here facing the crowd. Because it's going to pull it over here. Could you guys come out? Okay, everyone. We are thrilled. They cut it. Oh, my turn. Okay, everyone. We are thrilled and we are excited to allow you a moment to hear from the heart of the artist who laid his heart over 30 days or so on the piece you're about to witness. He and I co-create together. He is living history himself among you. And I say that with all seriousness. Let me just put it that way. A lot of times people can't see you till they can't see you. And unfortunately, it's artists, you know, that are not recognized until they're no longer here. He is among us. So we are experiencing history as I speak. Ladies and gentlemen, when we finish revealing this piece, we're gonna lovingly make our way back to the space, and we are going to celebrate. We are to celebrate in an auction and an investment in the G clay prints and other kinds of items that you can buy. To support Big Brothers, Big Sisters. So if somebody could go over there and let them know that we hear them.
You can hear?
This is so serious to me. Y'all, I appreciate your laughter. But you know, we're trying to get it together. Ladies and gentlemen. Native Hiawatha D.
Thank you, everybody, for showing up today.
This one's good.
We are here. So also I want to thank Yolanda.
Because she took
This piece that I created for Big Brothers and Big Sisters was a special honor for me. Anytime that somebody comes to me and says, "Hey, I want you to do something for me, for us," I take it seriously, and I'm so humbled to be chosen because I know there's a million other artists that they can pick. So I really draw on my inspiration. And for this piece, I got a chance to speak to some of the staff on the Zoom call. And I don't know about you guys, but I really don't like Zoom. But that Zoom call was important because the comments, especially the word bath you guys provided me, gave me so many thoughts, so much inspiration on what I wanted to do. It made me think about all the time that I've worked with young people and what that meant to me, but also what it meant to them. And how powerful that was for me to be just this little old artist somewhere who sit down with a young person and share, some truth.
Oh, okay.
So in that, in that,
You get anything else?
anyway, I want to know that yeah, environment. That's how we know. So, I mean, let's just take the team again. This gallery, Veronica talked about it a little bit, but this gallery is more than a gallery. It should not be done with one
Testing.
team.
Testing.
Passion and love for our community, right? That's what attracted me to her is the love for her people, for women, for our community, right? And the passion she has for art, my creativity, right? How can I not paint all these pieces in 2 years with a woman like that? So with that, we're gonna.
With that, we're going to unveil the piece. The title is called. The title is called Big Futures.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen,
we present to you
we present to you Big Future! Piece. So after the word bath, after the Zoom, it was like a bright light that went off in my head, and it was like something I had to get out. Like I saw right away after the call. So it's just a matter of me, going to the studio and getting my paint together, right, and going to work. So this piece is about life. It's about being in the place, city mostly, but as you can see, there's some elements in here like the village, the bookstore, things that do to inspire people to grow. There's a move forward, right? The young kids are in the back and they're moving forward to adulthood, and that's the goal of Big Sisters is to help people to move forward, right? They only have a short time in their life, and all of a sudden they're 18, 19, 20, going, in college. So I wanted to emphasize that part of being a young adult forward, position of proudness, right? Confidence, right? And understanding of life, or trying to understand life anyway. And it's like a yellow brick road, and they're going towards the future. Yeah. So, and then the main words are inspire, right? Yeah, they're in the buildings up there. So, connect and empower. Yeah. So, I just think those words are powerful. I think those are things that we need all the time. I'm a big advocate of books, so I think you need books all the time. And you need village, and it's important for us to support our local businesses, right? So I put all that in there. Colors are bright because it's just positive and powerful to have bright colors. It makes you feel a certain way. So I definitely wanted you to feel a certain way when you saw this piece of art. And so, this is one thing I say to Veronica all the time. Good design is good design. When I see it in my mind, I don't have to it's just like a rap. So I just have to document it. And so this is my documentation. Big futures.
Before we move over, make our big investment. Yeah.
Feeling great? You ready?
Okay.
And. And one.
Okay, let's read. Okay, let's
Year and a half.
All right, Chloe, welcome to the stage.
Hello. Okay. Hello again. Just in case you forgot, my name is Chloe, and this is my big sister, Nalani. One of my favorite hobbies are playing the piano. My dad helps me practice it. Another thing I like to do is write. I like to write about different things like opinion writing, editorial writing, but my most favorite type of writing is action and adventure. I've always wanted a big sister, and I do have one, but she's in the Air Force, and we didn't live in the same household growing up. I figured out that getting to interact more would be good for me. So my mom signed me up for Big Brothers Big Sisters. In fact, you should too. When I first met Nalani, my experience with Nalani has been fun and adventurous. When I first met Nalani, it was very nerve-wracking because it was a new person entering my life for the very first time. And I wasn't sure if she was going to like me. But I started feeling more comfortable with her around a month or so. We are still getting to know each other in many ways. For example, by asking each other questions. We are figuring out things we have in common when we hang out. We meet up more than once a month, every month. Nalani takes me to fun places. We have gone roller skating, watched movies, we've made yummy cookies and brownies. We even played with my dolls and toys. And I've played with her cute white golden retriever named Hokulani. We call her Hoku for short, and I also call her Hoki. We have a signature park that we go to together where we play, talk, and eat. One of the things I would like to become when I grow up is a ballerina because two people inspired me. My older cousin Acacia taught me a lot about ballerina stretches and ballerina moves growing up. The second person is Misty Copeland. Misty Copeland became the first African American woman to be promoted to a principal dancer in American ballet theaters. I'm currently in gymnastics, and Alani helps me practice gymnastic stretches. She used to be a cheerleader in high school. When I was in volleyball, Nalani also helped me practice to get better with that. I am happy to be Nalani's little sister. We are a great match, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nalani. I'm a master's student at the University of Washington, a data scientist at Microsoft, and most importantly, Chloe's big sister. We were matched almost a year ago, and since then we've played on lots of playgrounds, perfected our cartwheels, and made some good progress on Chloe's fear of dogs. We have a lot of fun together, and I'm thankful to have such an awesome little sister. Growing up, I always wanted a sister, and I might have wished my older brother was an older sister. But the biggest reason why I wanted to join Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Puget Sound was because today's kids are our future. And especially at a young age, having great mentors and friends is so important. When I was growing up, I had some wonderful mentors and friends, people outside of my family to talk to, look up to, learn from, laugh with, and just spend time with. People who believed in me and helped me accomplish my goals and dreams. One mentor in particular made a huge difference. Mr. Rockwood was my business teacher and DECA coach from 10th to 12th grade. He cared a lot about his students and gave us lots of support and encouragement. Mr. Rockwood believed in me, and because of that, I started to believe in myself. Over those 3 years, I developed the courage to come out of my shell, pursue computer science and data science, and lead several clubs and initiatives in college. All that led me to where I am today. Having a mentor who believes in you and gives you support, encouragement, and their time can be life-changing. I know my life has been all the better because of Mr. Rockwood's mentorship, and now it's my turn to pay it forward. When Chloe and I first met, I was a little nervous, and I could tell she was nervous too because she was kind of quiet and a little shy. We went to a nearby park, and I asked Chloe about her interests. We talked about what she liked and what she didn't like, and what I was like when I was her age. Over our first few hangouts, the conversation came more naturally, and we started settling into our relationship as little and big sisters. Chloe is so much fun. She's curious and has the best energy. And she also helps me stay in shape, racing her up a hill to a playground, roller skating, practicing volleyball, working on our cartwheels, roundoffs, and toe touches. She also introduces me to a bunch of new things, like her very large collection of fidget toys. Since Chloe and I have gotten to know each other better, I've been able to experience an almost completely different Chloe, one who likes to talk a lot more, run around, and be very silly. She's also been really brave, overcoming her fear of dogs and becoming friends with my golden retriever. I hope Chloe always has the courage and support she needs to be herself and achieve her goals and her dreams. Chloe has lots of ambitions and is on her way to achieving them. So far, Chloe's been a cheerleader, volleyball player, ballerina, gymnast, piano player, writer, and next up, she'll be a soccer player. And when she grows up, she'll graduate from the University of Washington, be an author for action, adventure, and personal narratives, and either be a gymnastics or ballet teacher. Chloe is an amazing person and will go on to do amazing things. And I'm ready to be there for all the ups and downs of her journey. Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Puget Sound is a wonderful organization. Chloe and I are a great match, and I'm glad we're a part of it. Thank you. Now I'd like to welcome to the stage this year's Match of the Year.
Just one small introduction. We have a very special guest, and I just wanted to give the mayor of Seattle just an opportunity to say hello. Mayor.
That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. I know some people are saying, a second for the mayor to say hello. We've heard him speak before. So I'll just take advantage of that second and say this is what love looks like. This is what love looks like. People from different backgrounds, socioeconomic levels, races, cultures, religions, personal preferences and lifestyles saying we care about our children. As mayor, I'm incredibly blessed to be able to crash parties like this and share a few words of wisdom. This saved my life. Growing up in the Central District back in the day, there weren't a lot of kids that looked like me. I don't mean as ugly as me. I grew up with that guy right there. We were about 8 or 9. And Daryl Powell, who didn't look like me, was one of the few friends, even in kindergarten, first, second, third grade, that said, "Oh, we had something in common. We like playing ball together, and we like to read together. We like to hang out together." We had, in that time, mentors and big brothers and big sisters, and allowed this fine person to be a Harvard MBA. His secret weapon is his wife over there. It allowed me to be the mayor of the city. And so this work that you are doing is so, so rich. You can't underestimate that gentle touch. So I'm honored to be here. I relinquish the microphone, but I close when I say One Seattle. This is what love looks like. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm very nervous, so I am Kamani. Hi everyone. Sorry. My name is Kamani and I'm 15 years old. And I have been involved with Big Brothers and Big Sisters since I was around 7 or 8 years old. My mom signed me up because I lived in a house with all boys. Like literally, it was just me and my mother, like the only girls. And I was feeling lonely, as if I didn't have anyone to play with or talk to because, I was just a child. Honestly, I was a bit weirded out the first time I met Dion, but because I didn't know her at all. But I got more comfortable over time. We have known each other for almost 8 years, and now we're very close. I tell others that I feel lucky to have been placed with her as my match. We took a lot of time to get to know one another, and now 7 years later, I feel like we're family. She comes into my house and plops on the couch and visits with my mom for hours. And honestly, she always talks about my sister, but she's always like asleep, so like she doesn't get to see her. And of course, she spent times with me doing unique things and fun activities. We live a little far apart, but we spend the day together every other weekend. My big sister Dion is very special because she's super energetic and she always comes up with great ideas. She's such an outgoing person. There's been days where we just sit in the car and she played Billy Idol or Randy Rainbow and we'll just laugh randomly. And trust me, she is a big Billy Idol fan, a big one. My big sister has made it a regular thing to print out all the pictures we've taken and put them in a picture album. I love showing the pictures to others when I tell them that we've seen Santa at the Space Needle to riding a camel at the Pet Palooza event. My big sister also loves to volunteer. She has arranged for me to volunteer with her at a food bank, and I enjoyed giving back to others, and she had shown me that to do so is selfless and it's needed. I would have to say volunteering at the food bank really showed me how many people are in need. Even though I'm 15, I can too be of help. I was surprised about how many people were lined up to receive donations of food, clothing, and blankets. I'm not really exposed to this, so it really opened my eyes to the community's needs. I tell Dion that I keep her young. I keep her up to date on lingo. Sorry, it's not Slingo, it's lingo. I keep her up to date on the boy bands and the other musicians I like. And something new I also keep her up to date on is that recently I got a boyfriend, and I know I told her. She also told me that I have shown her how much I have to say and think about important issues. I am young, some might still call me a kid, but I have big ideas and big feelings about the world. She says I'm sharp, and she opened her heart and mind to listening to younger people and see what they think or feel. If I ever feel like me and my big sister are not on the same track, I stop to say something, which leads us to talking more about feelings, and I listen to see what's up. My big taught me if I'm feeling a certain way and I'm not sure how to simply put it out there, say something. For example, I would say, I feel off. Is there something going on? I feel like something is amiss. Do you feel it too? Just give her time to explain or say, no, we're good. We built this trust with one another gradually by talking to each other regularly about the important things in each other's life. I love how comfortable I can be with her, and I can tell her anything without being judged in any ways. She's always there for me. Deanne is like my second mom. Deanne taught me that I could be strong at my lowest moments, and people are always there for me. When my grandmother passed away from cancer, she helped me, talk to me through my feelings about it and her. Then my big sister experienced breast cancer, and I was there for her like she has been there for me. The process of her receiving treatment, she has shown me strengths come from within. It's a part of you, and your strength comes out in times when you feel helpless. She showed me that there's no giving up. My future is such an exciting thing to think about. There's so much I want to do and see. First, I'll graduate high school in 2.5 years. Yeah, party. I am interested in a lot of things like art and music. For a long time, I have wanted to become a singer. I still have that dream, but now I am interested in some other stuff as well. There are some things I'm not sure about, like going to college or exactly what I want to be, but I know I really want to be a mom when I'm older. If I never had a big, I may not have much as confidence in my ability to speak my mind. I might not love myself as much. Having someone in your corner that's not necessarily family by blood can help me believe in myself more because it's not my mom. I tend to believe my big sister because she doesn't have to say nice things. Moms do, huh? Yeah, like they have to, you know. It feels good to have the support of my mom and big sister. I feel like I have more support whenever I need someone to talk to. I know my mother and Dion are always on my side, and I know they wouldn't judge me or tell anyone my secrets. I'm grateful for them, and honestly, I really don't know what I'd do without them. I already know Dion and I are going to have so much fun in the future since I'm getting older and I'm learning how to drive. Yeah. I am very excited to spend more time with her and take her to new places. Deanne and I have a very strong bond and we enjoy each other's company. And I hope nothing changes between us. Now, I'd introduce the very cool, awesome, energetic Dion. Oh, yeah.
Hello. Isn't she the best? I just love her. Wow, this is really super tiny. I'm going to just take a moment here. As Kamani said, my name is Dion. I've always loved volunteering with youth groups. I first learned about Big Brothers and Big Sisters at other various events, and I learned about the special bond between many bigs and littles. As I volunteered with other groups, I realized I wanted to make a connection and have a lasting impact on a kid. I knew it was a kid I wanted to be around. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. I need to focus. And the more I spoke to these individuals involved with Big Brothers and Big Sisters, I knew that it was the program for me. My little Kamani is such a bright girl. I'm sure you've all felt it and saw it. She has so much confidence. When she was 8 years old, upon meeting me for the first time in her home in Puyallup, we asked, how did she feel about the program and how did she feel about meeting me? And she kind of alluded to it in her little speech that says, very softly in a little 8-year-old's voice, I'm a little creeped out. Quote unquote, those were her words. And then we all laughed as well. And we said, you know, at 8 years old, it can be hard meeting old other people and exchanging pleasantries. When she was comfortable enough with me, we went off to go get some frozen yogurt and have our one-on-one visit. We answered some questions that the Big Brothers and Big Sisters gave us to break the ice. And through those questions, we learned we both love to read. We love doing crafts. I mean, probably the last 3 visits we've had, we've been doing crafts. And we have very similar taste in music, Billy Idol excluded. Although I think I'm winning her over. We recently celebrated our 7th anniversary as a matched pair. Thank you, thank you. Going into our 8th year together, our activities are very much like family activities. I'm sure that comes as no surprise, but meeting Kamani at only 8 years old and now getting ready to celebrate her 16th birthday. It has made me smile so hard, very hard. She just makes me so proud. She has maintained her very soft and giving heart, and she's grown so much. Her maturity level is something I continually give her credit for. It is her delight that is my goal when it comes to planning both activities and/or occasions on trying something new. She's so outgoing. She's so willing to try anything. She never tells me no. We have done many out of the ordinary activities, such as going to a restaurant and throwing axes at the Target. She did. She won. And then, of course, volunteering. She has an appetite for experiences, and I'm all for it. It's been really fun to see her interests evolve from that little 8-year-old girl to a soon-to-be 16-year-old driving young adult. Recently, I took Kamani to the selfie museum in Seattle here. We love pictures. Pictures are a big deal to me, and I believe they are to her as well. And I'm completely guilty at making her pose for anything and everything we go. Wherever we go, let's get a picture by that. Pose like this for me. Just be goofy. Who cares? And anyway, she loved the activity going to the selfie museum as much as I did. And the pictures, we laughed so hard going through each of those rooms. The pictures are fun and funny, and it showcases the most beautiful smile, hers. She walked away feeling both beautiful and silly. You know, it's laughter and happiness. We achieved that. She also fully knows that she can call or text me anytime, day or night. She has called me multiple times to share something that she felt that just couldn't wait until our next meeting. I adore being on this short list of people she knows she can go to for anything. And my response is always first, well, what do you think? Then I share my own thoughts, and I like to know where she's coming from first to see how she's feeling on where this discussion is going. It's rewarding to see her reveal she's on track to feeling good about herself and the results of what she wanted to share with me. Kamani has affected me in so many ways. She has become a very important person in my life. Each time we get together, I'm eager to hear how her week went. Does she still love choir? Does she have a boyfriend? How is she getting along with her brother? Has she gotten in any trouble at school or at home? We talk about it, all of that stuff. It's fun calling her my friend. She's made me feel younger, and she seems to really appreciate my advice and my support. I was coming into the program feeling ready to help this young lady navigate life, living between two homes and changing schools. What I did not expect was my little showing me a fresh perspective on so many things. She's the youngest person in my life that I consider a friend, not just a little sister. I've watched this little girl grow into the most beautiful young lady over the last 7 years, and I'm proud of the little person she was and who she is becoming. She's like a shot in the arm of both happiness and whimsy. We sing on, same thing she said, which I didn't realize. We sing to the radio in the car at the top of our lungs, and we'll just turn and look at one another and just burst out laughing. And Billy Idol. Just say that. Let's see here. She's been very quite vocal when she feels strongly about things, and I see her continuing to find her voice and expressing her thoughts and feelings. Although she was much shyer years ago, she's bright and kind and spreads cheer wherever she goes. I believe that. It's not often she needs a pep talk or needs to be convinced that she has what it takes to accomplish her goals. She has the tools to help her in rising to any occasion, and I remind her of this constantly. Let's see here. My hopes and dreams for Kamani's future and our future relationship is to be able to remain close and share in her life. I hope to be there when she graduates high school in 2.5 years. I would love to be there for her on her wedding day, or even be an auntie should she ever have children. Honestly, I hope and dream that we remain close and continue to be able to talk about everything. I call myself her vault. She trusts me and knows the boundaries of the vault. We have shared some very intimate and personal things with one another, and to be able to carry this throughout her teens and young adulthood is really special. I will feel like we really worked hard together for our results to be nice human beings and have a great relationship. Her impact on my life has been immeasurable. She has wiggled her way into the deepest parts of my heart. She was one of the biggest cheerleaders while going through chemotherapy and radiation for cancer. She's included in most things we do as a family, so it's really hard to pick just one thing that exemplifies our match. So with that, I would just simply like to answer, she's family. Thank you.
All right, y'all know what time it is. The Baptist preachers come up to the microphone. Where are those wallets? Get those wallets out. Good evening, everybody. My name is Maurice James. I'm the board chair of Big Brothers Big Sisters. I'm super excited that you guys have all joined us here tonight. These people are amazing. Can we give them all a big round of applause? I love stories like Kamani and Chloe, who I think just ran away. There she is, my little girlfriend, she's running away. We think about programs like Big Brothers Big Sisters and you think, oh, it's just another nonprofit organization. I want to tell you guys, this is a punk kid from the ghetto in St. Louis who they said was going to be dead by the time he was 12. Said he was done, not going to make it. Wouldn't graduate high school, wouldn't go to college, wouldn't make anything of himself. I wish I could take all that credit, but I give that credit to people that were mentors in my life, people who took time to invest in me. And because of their investment, I feel an obligation to give back to them. I need to do good for myself. I need to do good to make my mother, my family proud. And that motivates me and that keeps me moving forward. And we should all be passing that investment along. Speaking of investment, presidential campaign. I feel like Kamani and Chloe for president and vice president. You guys are laughing when you guys come back and you're gonna say that Maurice James said. So listen, we want you guys to invest in this work, the work that we do. We are so proud. I've got board members, fellow board members, raise your hands in the room. Staff of this organization, bigs in this room. I really want to give it up to the people who are first-time eventers, as I like to call them, to Big Brothers Big Sisters. We are so appreciative of the time that you've taken this evening. We very much appreciate your participation here tonight. So everybody should have a card. Let's see if everybody has it. Is this the point where the ushers with the envelopes passing down the aisle? Everybody should have a postcard. On that postcard in the corner, there's a QR code. You take your camera, put it up to that QR code, you can give right there through the app that will pop up. Online, if you're still out there, there's a link in the chat that you can click on and give there as well. We still have art that is available, so don't forget to purchase your art. There's a challenge I want to give you. So if everybody here just gave 10% more than what you said you were going to give, 10%, that's all it is. You're going to give $100, just give another 10. Alonda's got $1 million, she's given whatever that is times 10. But that's my challenge to you guys tonight. This is such amazing work. We're doing such a great job in the community. Again, when Kamani and Chloe are president and vice president of this country, you guys are going to say you were there when. So please give generously. Don't forget that you have got options to purchase art tonight. If you've purchased art, you can pick it up just out in the front. We've got some amazing sponsors, so let's give them a big round of applause. Again, Veronica, Hiawatha, thank you guys so much for opening your home to us. We surely appreciate it. And for all of you, again, thank you for taking the time out, spending time with us, and we'll see you guys real soon. Be safe. Thank you.
Everyone, I just want to let you know that we
so
have
much for joining us for this broadcast.
Left.
You just witnessed an amazing program in the leg
table and you can pick up your print.
Oh. Been surrounded by inspiration tonight and really just surrounded by so much motivation to make a difference and to You can move forward, make that gift, and you'll have all the instructions to pick up your art. Just want to that the words, all of the program and all of our board missionaries of the WOW Gallery to join us.